Hey guys, it's Peter here, and I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I certainly am. In fact, never been better. And one of the reasons for that is I'm exceptionally excited because there's now just 5 weeks to go before we are off to our incredible Master Circle adventure on business and profits, trekking gorillas in the jungles of Uganda, and all sorts of other incredible surprises and safaris that are going to be going on with that. So really just getting ready for that now. And yes, we are going to be focusing on business and profits. And many people understand that business comes with a lot of challenges. And we've had a lot of questions come through about, could I come to the trip if I don't have a business? And we've got all sorts of people coming, from experienced entrepreneurs to people that want to leave the confines of their current job, that are looking for what to get into. We're going to be addressing all of that throughout the course of the actual event. And it's going to be exciting. But again, business comes with challenges. Now, some of the astute people watching may have noticed that I appear to be having a challenge of my own right now, with this arm broken and in a cast, and this shoulder actually busted and in a sling. And part of the reason for that is that I was out biking with my dogs a few days ago and decided, unconsciously of course, that I'd wonder what would happen if I fell off my bike at 20 miles an hour. Well, the good news is now I know. And yes, I'm still in great spirits. Why? Because the body is the vehicle, the person is the consciousness. So the driver and the car, if you like, are different. So the car may be a little busted up, but the driver is doing great. But when challenges come along, how do you turn those to your advantage? Because that is a master skill that can transform the quality of somebody's life. So many people moan about adversity, so many people resist adversity, so many people don't understand how to turn that around. Now, if you've read my latest book, The Inside Track, for those that have, you will have a masterclass in how to deal with all sorts of adversity, in a complete tool set on how to use that will transform your life. But one of the keys that I want to share with you now is through asking better questions. Questions are the steering wheel of the mind. And your brain is like a dog. If you throw a question like throwing a stick, it will run off and fetch you the answer. Now, it doesn't mind the input. This is critical. If you ask a lousy question, you're going to get a lousy answer. Why did this happen to me when I'm 4 or 5 weeks away from going trekking in the jungle? Will I have to cancel the trip? Will I be able to make it? If I ask questions like that, why would this happen to me? My brain is going to start searching for answers, because that's its job. Answers like, well, because you're just unlucky, because your parents said you weren't good enough, because your teacher said you'd never amount to much, because and all of that stuff. Because you watch the evening news, if you're still doing that, and the program as to why life is negative and doesn't work. Subtle hint. But no, ask better questions. And I thought, why is this happening? Bear in mind, I haven't been able to use either arm for the last few days, and that poses some challenges. For a start, like brushing your teeth, or getting dressed, or going to the bathroom, or what's that habit that we all tend to get into for survival? Or eating. Yes, eating has also been exceptionally difficult, and so it's been a very interesting experience of being somewhat suboptimally physically in charge and empowered here. But that's okay, because I ask better questions. And one of the questions is, how can I turn this to my advantage? And of course, one of the obvious things that jumps out at me is that one of the Master Circle trips that we've ran previously is obviously on health and vitality. And some of you have been keeping up to speed with the video blogs that we do on that, or following along when we're doing the preparation for it. And one of the things that I teach on the Master Circle Health and Vitality trip, certainly that we did this year in Croatia and previously in the Bahamas, is how to heal bones on X-ray in 14 to 21 days. Now, when I went to the hospital after I did the accident a couple of days ago, the doctors gave me some morphine because the pain was quite severe, and did all the X-rays. And by the way, those that haven't been on morphine, your jokes get way better. I can tell you that right now. At least they seem to be. And I was laughing at my own jokes in the hospital. But the doctor said, obviously, I'm going to be in a cast for 6 weeks. Now, that kind of has a bit of a damper if you're thinking traditionally and want to go and take a bunch of people off trekking through the jungle. But what a great opportunity for me to be able to demonstrate, and take you on the journey over the next few weeks on how to heal at an accelerated rate. And I've done this several times before for those that know me or have seen some of my stories, or go to my website and read the lessons from my skiing accident blog post where I healed, I've got multiple fractures in my face. I broke my eye socket and my sort of cheekbone and all around there. I've got a titanium plate and 5 screws in my head right now, which I saw as an incredible bionic upgrade. And I'm very lucky to have, which means I can even open doors without using my hands. Quite handy over the last few days, I can tell you. But no, so I healed the bones on x-ray there over 14 to 21 days. I broke my heel. If those of you that long-term fans remember a few years ago in Dubai, I jumped out of my 2nd story window on my villa on the Palm into my shallow pool. Won't be doing that again. Broke my heel, healed that on x-ray in less than 2 weeks. And so this is a great opportunity to demonstrate to you not to follow the traditional paradigms and the limitations that are imposed by others that we buy into culturally. Now, how do I do that? It doesn't just happen. No, you need a strategy. Just like building a business, you need an effective strategy. But for healing, very simple. But it comes down to 30% physical, which is getting enough sleep. The body only heals and repairs itself when it's asleep. Getting the right quality of sleep, so you have to set yourself up to win at that level. Don't have a big meal, drink wine before you go, otherwise you won't get as much sleep. Trust me, I measure my sleep accurately. I use this is the Aura Ring, if you've not come across this yet, one of the best wearables for tracking sleep. So I monitor all of that. Lots of relaxation, don't put toxins into the body. If you're a smoker and one of those people, that stop smoking, stop taking recreational things. Stop taking processed foods. If your body's in a state of healing and you want to accelerate that, give it the stuff it needs to do the job in terms of the physical rule set. But that's only 30% of the game. 70% of the game is mental. And that comes down to, for me personally when I'm healing, doing meditations, healing meditations, guided visualizations, seeing the bones fuse together like magnets, walking around as if I got the good news that it's all been healed yesterday, and feeling that and giving that sense of emotional gratitude for the body being able to do what it does at the way that it did it, and how seeing myself dancing and raising my arms in the air and swinging through the jungle in Uganda like Tarzan, which has other connotations to it as well, but I don't think we'll actually be doing that. But you never know what's going to happen on a Master's Circle trip. But anyway, all of that fun stuff. But the parallel here, guys, is not only am I get to demonstrate this to you live as we go through in the 5 weeks leading up to the trip, but what we also get to do is demonstrate there's a parallel here in business itself. Business is 20 to 30% mechanics. It's the actual learning how to do marketing, learning how to do sales, learning how to delegate effectively. That's just mechanics. But everybody can learn that, but not everybody's successful in business. 80%, 70 to 80% minimum is psychology. It's your mindset. How do you see yourself? And a big part of that is identity. I talk a lot about identity. Do you see yourself as a wantrepreneur or an entrepreneur? Do you see yourself as already being successful, regardless of what's in the bank? If I lost everything tomorrow, it'd be a damn good excuse to go again. I wouldn't see myself as unsuccessful. I'm creating a successful movie called The Entrepreneur's Movie. And it doesn't matter what scene I'm in. If I'm starring in a scene where at that particular point there's nothing in the bank, or there's lots in the bank, it doesn't change the actor. I'm still the entrepreneur. So, who do you see yourself as? Somebody who's unstoppable, somebody that can handle challenges, somebody that can step up and get resourceful no matter what, because we're living in a time in history where there is enough opportunity if you look for it. Or somebody who sees themselves as just unlucky, or struggling, or it's not working for me, and all of this victim story or sob story that then starts creeping in to justify your emotional state. 80% psychology is success. Tony Robbins has said that for years. 20% mechanics. When it comes to healing, I think it's more 70-30, because there's a lot more physical stuff that has to happen for healing. But it's still 70% mental. You see this in hospitals and hospices up and down the country. We call it the placebo effect. What is the placebo effect? Basically, it says that if you believe you're going to get better, you will do. If a doctor gives you a shiny pill and says this is an incredible pill that's going to help you heal, and you believe that, and your heart and your mind are aligned in that, you will have a far greater healing recovery process than even though the pill itself is only a sugar pill. Now, don't take my word for it. the senior vice president of GlaxoSmithKline, one of the biggest drug companies in the world, is on record as stating that all of the drugs that they manufacture only work for around about half the people 70% of the time. Guys, what more evidence do you need? If you want an incredible book to follow on that, to really show you the power of the mind when it comes to healing, one of the best books I've ever read is by Dr. Joe Dispenza. You know, I'm a fan of Dr. Joe. He's doing some incredible work around consciousness research right now. I mentioned him in the Inside Track. And he wrote a book, You Are the Placebo, which is the best documented evidence of the science of the mind-body connection, medically put together and documented, that I've ever read. So if you don't think that you have a better chance of healing yourself than anybody else, then trust me, go read that book. Anyway, that aside, again, we are looking to go to Africa in the next 5 weeks. If you want to come and join us and take your business to the next level, we'll be teaching you all of what has to happen at the mindset level. We'll be teaching you what has to happen at the strategy level. We're going to be auditing the business. In fact, those that are already coming, we've got an incredible group of people so far that can be part of your peer group. Again, from people with no business, people that have got a great business, people that are looking to change business, people that are at the point in their life where they just want to make this last trip because it's the last Master Circle trip. How did I not mention that? And all of that fun stuff. So we've got a great group of people coming along. They're going to be an incredible peer group. And this week we're going to start the pre-work. We're going to be starting doing some business audits with the people. We have a call every single week leading up to the trip where we start deep diving into some of the issues that we can help tackle so we can hit the ground running. And of course, we're going to be creating some incredible magic moments. So 5 weeks to go. If you've ever wanted to come on the trip of a lifetime and build your business and profits and change your mindset and learn how to basically become unstoppable, heal bones on X-ray in 3 weeks or less, then this is the time. Click the link below, fill out an application, let's have a chat, and I promise you, you'll start asking better questions and living a better life at every level. I love you guys, and I'll see you on another video very soon. Mwah.